Hello traders and welcome to Trading the Trend. I am Dennis and this is my weekend report for week ending July 15th. And here we're looking at the S&P 500 and yes, we're above that white line, which means we're at all-time highs. And this is the third up week in a row, and this market is just continuing to ignore all the negative international and domestic happenings that are going on right now. It is just ignoring all those things and continues to move higher. Not sure what it's going to take to make it go lower. Maybe we need a little pullback here. Maybe we'll test this breakout point, and that would be a good place to get long if you're not already long. We are getting close to August and September, which historically are the two weakest months of the year for stocks. So for my own trading account, I'm using this move higher to build my cash position. So I'm taking a little off the table right now. Now let's look at some commodities. And we'll be looking at the gold miners index as soon as it loads. There we go. Weekly chart again, and we did have a little bit of a pullback inside candle, but that's okay. After a big move like that, we need to see a little bit of a pullback. If we look at the metals themselves, gold had a bigger pullback, but still it's above this breakout point. So if it can hold that white line right there, that's a good thing. And if we look at silver, and it had just a tiny little pullback this week. Actually, I'd like to see silver have a extended pullback because we've kind of gone parabolic with them right now. So, but still, you know, silver's strong. It's up 44% this year. If you're not going to be in the gold miners, then you definitely want to be in silver. Let's take a look at oil. I don't think I talked about oil last week. The charts are loading a little slow tonight. There we go. Weekly charts, you can see we're continuing to consolidate, moving down a little bit. We did have an up week barely. This is actually looking like a flag pattern at this point, which is definitely bullish. So maybe we'll eventually get that break out of this flag and we can challenge this $51 area, and maybe we'll be able to see 60. Locally, we're at below $2 a gallon for gasoline again. So even though I'm not making money on this right now, I'm definitely saving money at the pump. So that's always a good thing. Now let's look at some currencies. First, we'll look at my strong week rankings. Aussie and New Zealand lead the way, but they both had a pretty good pullback on Friday, and their run might be coming to an end. The yen is what I'm looking for to make some advances in the coming week or two. Pound seems to have found a bottom, but it got hit pretty hard on Friday, so we'll have to see if there's any continuation to that. Now let's look at some currency pairs. We'll start with the euro US dollar weekly. You know, we've been in this kind of a slow grind down, but we're kind of got stuck here right at the 110 area. And if we look at this on the daily, you can see we got the 200-day moving average, and price has just been stuck there. It's just been zigzagging back and forth on either side of it. But we did get a pretty good down candle on Friday, so maybe that will be the one that can get this thing moving in the downward direction, because that is definitely the way I'm playing this. We'll look at the Aussie US dollar, and the charts are loading kind of slow this day. Okay, we did have a little bit of a pullback here on Friday. The dollar just got strong all of a sudden on Friday, so that could mean that stocks might be ready to pull back, and along with this pullback in the Aussie. And let's look at some yen pairs, because I am looking at getting long the yen. As you can see here with the dollar yen, every time we get up to this blue line, which is a 34-day moving average. That's my proxy for the 200 on the 4-hour. We get above it and then we pull back, get above it and pull back, and it's been that pattern. And you can see we got above it here, and then we get the down candle on Friday, so maybe that's a good little pin bar there. So maybe that's the start of the next leg down for our yen pairs. Excuse me. And some other yen pairs. Euro, same situation. You see every time it gets above this blue line, that's usually the start of the next leg down. And there we are, blue line, and we got above it, and then a pretty good reversal candle. So, you know, this might be a good one to be playing to the downside also. So anyway, that's what I got for you today, and I hope I catch you all on my thread. Talk to you later.